What I like about the community as a whole is that the opportunities that exist. There's so much opportunity to excel, whether you want to do it in your own business, if you want to help grow other businesses, develop it through public policy procedures. There's just a tremendous amount of opportunity to develop and be a part of growth here in this area.
Steve's made a huge impact on the local community as well as probably our state. The water wells and the aquifer that's underneath all of southern Indiana and Louisville. I don't know who thinks about that.
One of the most important things that didn't get a lot of attention that I think, actually I was in the legislature for 12 years and it took over half of those years, 7 years to get this piece of legislation passed. And it has to do with our water resources. And I worked for 7 years and finally Governor Holcomb signed the bill this last session to where we have a bi-state authority water compact agreement with Kentucky. And what it's basically saying is that that water aquifer that's below the Ohio River is a shared resource. It transcends both property state boundaries, and that it's going to be best practices that both states agree on of how we use that water.
Steve Stemler is a very special guy. You would never know it from talking to him because he lays so low and is so humble.
It's hard to talk about Steve's contributions without talking about regionalism. Steve has been a true regional leader, and he has done as much as anyone in this community to advance the cause of regionalism. We owe a lot of the success of the Bridges Project to Steve Stemler. In fact, without Steve, I'm not sure we would have the 2 new bridges.
I often have said that I've just been fortunate to be in the right place at the right time. And a perfect example of that is the Ohio River Bridges. The effort and the work that has gone into that project for years before I was involved encouraged me to want to be a participant and to help see that across the finish line. The River Ridge Complex facility, again, that goes way back before my time.
One of the things that Steve does that I see personally is he reaches out to the individuals that need help. Folks that maybe ordinary folks may look over, somebody less fortunate, somebody that is needing help. Steve takes time to listen to them.
Steve is a true gentleman. He is highly respected in the State House by people on both sides of the aisle, and that's rare to have the level of respect that he has, that he's earned in his time in the legislature.
Well, you have a choice. You know, you have a choice each day. What type of day am I going to have? And when obstacles and deterrents or you're faced with them, you have to make that decision. Am I going to look at this and try to figure out how to go around it, under it, over it, through it, and make it the best I can?